Get serious about nothing. This is not a light-hearted or trivial concept meant for amusement. As I alluded to in the section describing basic techniques, and with somewhat more detail in the section on sense deprivation, the thought and experience of nothingness is very significant and important in meditation. It can be considered as the cradle through which all consciousness flows from. As such, it is the threshold between our conscious mind and all the conceivable inner and outer universe. A sense of true nothingness during meditation can be achieved after two primary activities have been matured. Both reflect significant mental skill. The first is to truly quiet the mind, body, and emotions. The second is to increase your concentration of awareness to be receptive to the most subtle of conscious activities. An affirmation: the greater the concentration, the greater the memory. Throughout history, there have been numerous significant and notable examples of great people seeming to brush up against this threshold. Einstein, while sitting in a bus and looking at a clock tower as it receded into the distance, conceived in a burst of clarity the theory of special relativity. Newton reportedly was sitting under an apple tree and, upon observing an apple fall to the earth, conceived the notion of gravity, although it may have been truly conceived when he was considering how the faster you throw an object parallel to the surface of the earth, the farther it goes before it comes down, and that at some point it reaches a speed where it no longer comes down. Then there was Madame Curie, who after years of effort to discover radium was dismayed at the seemingly negative results of her and her husband's arduous experiments. Then, in the middle of the night, at the point of giving up, she conceived the notion that it wasn't the mass they should look for, but the substance. They did, in fact, succeed. Most people, as they reflect on their own personal life, will be able to identify times when they were either daydreaming or woke up with a dream which gave them a vivid, clear-minded solution to a problem, or an idea on how to proceed in a situation. What we all have in our toolbox, as with a genius, at least in part, is the ability for intuitive improvisation. I, for my part, had such an experience. In no way should it be compared with the great revelations of Einstein or Newton, but it is a testimonial. I refer to a long and intense mountain trip I took, the details of which are explained later in the book, where after weeks of contemplation I came to the here and now, feeling free and without any further intellectual pursuit, and asked, "Now what?" At which point I received a deep insight with extraordinary clarity that I should go back to school, which, by the way, I did. Once you develop some skill at quieting your mind and concentrating your awareness, you can begin exploring the pool of creative insight welling forth from an unburdened mind. It is a cerebral state that has a foundation of peace.